The Footprints Conversation series features discussions and insights from accomplished workplace and marketplace leaders, and their experiences on key leadership issues that could be of value to professionals and businesspeople working for the Lord in their workplace and marketplace. We are back with His Excellency Moses. He has already given us great insights on the biblical leadership principles of 1. Concern and calling, 2. Commitment, and 3. Character from his own experiences. Please let's welcome His Excellency for the 4th biblical leadership principle.
Happy to be here again. The 4th principle is capacity. Capacity is what makes you deliver or produce. If you are working for the Lord in whatever profession at your workplace, your Lord has made you more than capable to deliver for your job or position. The Lord does not distinguish between your secular professional work and your spiritual work. I was not a priest. Aaron, my brother, was the priest, but we were all working for the Lord and were equipped for our different profession and positions. Do you know the irony?
No, Your Excellency. Please tell us.
The irony is that the Lord planned and provided you with the opportunity to build the capacity for the job or position before calling you into that. If you don't understand, that is understandable. I didn't understand when I was a shepherd during my fugitive period. I thought I will grow up to be a statesman and a diplomat in royalty. When I was in the desert leading sheep and goats, I couldn't understand what was going on. But do you know that the Lord used sheep and goats to build leadership capacity in me?
The Lord used sheep and goats for your capacity building? How?
Do you know sheep and goats have the tendency to go their own way? When you are taking them to the left, they want to go to the right. Especially the stubborn goats.
Yes, I get that. Interesting. So, the Lord knows if He builds your capacity to lead sheep and goats that are equally stubborn, you would be capable of leading the Israelites. And you actually called them rebels in Numbers 20.
You are smart. Leading a goat who kicked you in the stomach and in your groin when you were trying to give him medicine to make him feel better will build the capacity to forgive and still lead the people even when they are kicking against you and want you dead. I didn't understand that when I was a shepherd and a wanted man. This is why I want to tell someone whose professional career may seem to be in a detour that trust the Lord. You may be disappointed now because you didn't get into the school, course, program, or professional track you had wanted. Trust the Lord. He may be using your current situation, even if you are taking care of sheep and goats like in my case, to build specific capacities that you may need when you step into the job or position He is calling you into. You may not understand now. But I promise you, you may look back 5 or 10 years from today and you will testify that the Lord never makes a mistake.
Yes, that is worth all the applause. Your Excellency, we still have some time for more insights on capacity from your experience.
Great. The other key thing you need to know about capacity is that the Lord will make available to you other people's capacity to complement your own capacity. But tapping into those external capacity will depend on you.
Please come down a bit to our level. Break it down for us.
One mistake most professionals make is to think that it's only their capacity that counts. That of their subordinates and other colleagues are inferior and do not matter much. There are occasions where someone you are leading may have the capacity for certain tasks than you. You need to identify those capacities and be humble enough to tap them to complement your capacity.
Please can you share your personal experience to back what you are saying?
Yes. I can think of the capacities I tapped from Joshua, Caleb, and the judges I delegated the settling of disputes to. But let me put the spotlight on my colleagues, Bezalel and Oholiab. You may have read from Exodus 31 that the Lord himself filled Bezalel with his spirit and gave him wisdom, understanding, knowledge, capacity, and skills to make artistic designs for work in gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of crafts. And together with Oholiab and all the skilled workers, we had adequate capacity for the construction of the tabernacle. I don't know how to drive a single nail through a wood as soft as papaya wood. But I can count on the capacity of Bezalel and his team to work with materials as tough as bronze, silver, and gold.
Your final words on capacity based on your experience?
The last thing I want to say about capacity is that for intellectual and technical knowledge capacity, you can tap other people's capacity. But for emotional capacity, you have to work on that yourself, because your emotional incapacity could do a lot of damage to your professional calling.
We actually had Army General and King David use his own experience to give us great insight about building emotional capacity. The audience who are not aware of this should check it out on the Can Do Leaders Network website for the videos.
Great to know that. I will encourage the audience to apply the biblical leadership principles we are using our experiences to impart to you. You can only have the benefit if you apply them.
Dear audience, we need to heed to this great advice. Next week, he will share the last 2 biblical leadership principles with us. Please let's give it up to His Excellency for his insights, experience, and advice.
For those who sent us messages of how you were blessed by the discussions in the video, God bless you for that. Our understanding from Hebrews 4 verse 2 is that you were blessed because you combined what you heard with faith. May we ask you to encourage those you pass on the videos to do the same. Let us encourage one another to apply these biblical leadership principles as we fulfill our callings at our workplace.